Hey, welcome to this video. This is the last part of creating the custom NPC buffer. Today we'll just do some cleaning up, making it look a bit prettier inside the code so it's easier to understand everything. So I will just get started now. So first off, we have a lot of these when we check, if we clicked on a new menu item, we have a lot of the same code standing here inside here. So what we actually want to do is what you also would do normally in programming, is move everything reusable code. Try to make functions you can call instead of just copy and pasting the same code a lot of places. For example, if you see here creature perform emote, we are calling this same line. It highlights it everywhere. And here we are adding the aura. We do the same, but we just give it this config. So we would make a function just to basically move all this into one function and send the player and creature with it. And we want to send the we basically just want to do this instead. So we have one line doing all of this instead of the 3 lines everywhere. So to do this, you'll go down, or we actually want to have it at the top, just looking, it looks better and easier to understand. So let's call this no, not on. Perform on gossip menu item clicked. And we want to, inside the arguments, we want to say player, and we want to say creature. And that is, here, let me see. Yes, that's everything. Then go down 2 lines and write end. Now we have a function up here. Now we want to go down here and let's take it one line at a time. Oh, I see, actually we need something else. We need to give the config, so the blessing of might here. So what we want to write here is actually buff ID. So now we want to move this line into this function. So go down, click Control X, go back up, click Control V. Now we cut it here, so it doesn't exist here, and we put it here. Now what you need to do, instead of saying config here, you want to write buff ID. So what we are doing here, the reason we actually have this buff ID is because then we can use this function for everything here. We just send the config.buff, the buff, so blessing of might, arcane intellect and stuff. We can just send it as an argument here. So let's continue writing. We want to cut this creature performing emote. Since the emote is the same every time, we want to just say config.emote for NPC. We keep it like that. Next, we want the spell. And as you might guess, since this is always the same training effect spell, we want to keep it as is. So now we can actually take this. No, we will keep this on hello cold. So we can take this code and go up, select it, click Control C. And what you can do, remove the lines here, keep one line, paste with Control V. And here we want to send the player, we want to send the creature, creature, not creature events, creature, and we want to send the buff ID. But for the buff ID, my bad, I'm a little tired right now. For the buff ID, we actually want to send the buff we want to give the player here. So we will write config.blessing of might, because this line or this selection is for the blessing of might. And now you see we do all this code we just compile, put into one function. And now we can reuse this function for a bunch of things. So now you can actually just select this line, hit Control C, go down to all the lines here, and just select everything, and click Control V. And don't paste it down here, because we don't want to do anything when we click the goodbye button. And now you want to change the arcane intellect here, because that's the arcane intellect. Next, Eluna's blessing, and the last one is divine spirit. Now save it, and let's head inside WoW and check if this all works. So let's remove the last buff up here, and remember to go under the world server. Here you write reload Eluna, hit enter, and you see reloading Eluna. Let's click on him, and now when you click, we still get the buffs, so everything works. But we saved a bunch of lines by basically moving all our logic inside one function and giving it arguments to make it more reusable. So you can actually add a bunch of lines now, a bunch of new menu items, and you just do the else if and check if it's that function, or sorry, that ID you found for the item, and then you can add new buffs as you want to. So you can just use this function for performing everything about all the logic about adding it, and the creature performing the emote, and the casting the training effect on the player. So that was everything for this video and this series on creating a custom NPC buffer. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you liked it, please consider leaving a like and a subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you have any ideas for any other scripts or series you want me to start. Well, I think that's it. See you next time.